Don't get me wrong here. I do like these colors. Ooh, let me turn my light on. There you go. You can see them better now, maybe. But this is this is got a little brokety broke part. A Hobby Lobby. So of course I got it on clearance. I mean, really good clearance. So we're just gonna continue with the fairy theme and splat. My gesso's chunky. Don't mind it. It's having a moment. To be fair, I think it might just be the brand of gesso that I was using. It just, I don't know. I don't know, maybe I left the cap off, but I don't know why I got chunky, but it did. But anyway, doing the boring part where we have to go and gesso everything. And there's a lot of, as you can tell, little nooks and crannies and under the pedals and over the pedals and around the pedals, and it was a lot. And I definitely ruined my brushes on the grass. Not that they were great before, but I definitely made them worse. My poor brushes, I am so glad there's not like a law against brush abuse because I would have been in prison years ago. These poor brushes! I think they just know they're coming to die when they come home with me. That's pretty bad. I mean, I guess they don't last that long anyway. They can only last so long, but still, I feel bad. I feel like I'm really hard on my brushes, and I don't mean to be, and I don't try to be. I just kind of am. But anyway, so I was kind of making things up as I went along because I didn't have like a strong idea of what I wanted to do with this. Also, this was really big, and my desk is really small, so I'm sorry if half of it's off camera at all times. I need to get a better system for these bigger projects. I just don't know what to do. I can't make more space just magically space, you know? But anyway, back to this. So I decided to actually make all the flower tops the same color. It was nice with it being different colors, but it definitely also feels more cohesive this way. I did do like a black top fade to bottom because I thought that would look cool, and I actually think I pulled that off. And you know me, I never like how I blend things. I don't know, I think this one turned out all right. And kind of what I was thinking is like, it's the fairy castle where the queen fairy lives. And funny how I did a queen fairy last week, right? Yeah, no, I was working on this before I started the queen fairy thing. So there's that. There's that connection. I connected my videos. But anyway, so the purple is the natural color, and this black is coming in because there's something evil coming in, and it's seeping into the castle, and it's starting to take over, but the fairies don't know it yet. They're just like, ooh, pretty colors or something. I don't know. I don't really have, like, a full-length fairy tale story on this. That's what I had. Also, for the grass, to try and get some blendy blends in there naturally, I threw on like one color and then the green, and then I threw on the black, and I just kind of dabbled it in there to try and get some more natural variation in there. It just, I don't know, I think it works that way to just do it on the thing while the paint's wet. It makes sense to me. And of course, couldn't resist the pink, so I did a bunch of pink things. I do overall really like the colors that I've chosen for this, though. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I did like the original colors. I thought they were fine, but I do like my colors a lot. There's definitely some things that I wanted to do with this that I coulda, woulda, shoulda done with this, but at some point it was kind of just a big old hassle, and I wanted to give up and be done with it, so I kind of was done with it early. Do I feel like I finished this? No. No, I do not. Do I feel like I just didn't have any more in me with this? Yes. But it is what it is. We'll get to that part. Also, these stones, you think they would be easy? They were pretty easy, but they still took forever because, like, the paint's got to get in the little spaces in between, and then you make the mess at the top, and then you got to go back and clean it up. And yeah, I wasn't having too much fun with the stone part. Sorry, stone. It's just how it is. You're not fun to paint. Okay, you just took forever to paint. But, I mean, this is a bigger project, so what was I expecting? I don't know. I was just trying to pluck away at it, I guess. So, yeah. So my fairy temple from the other week, I imagine that being like the source of the fairies' magic. And I don't know, it'll tie in together somehow. I got more fairy things to do in the future, so maybe more of the story will like come into my head as I do the other fairy things. We'll see what happens. I got like 2 or 3 little houses that I can paint and a couple other little thingies, and hopefully the rest turns out a little better than the castle. As in, I hate gluing things, and I didn't have my hot glue set up, and I was just too lazy to take it out. And a little done. Sometimes you hit that done button, you're done with something, you need to move on, because taking any longer on it will make it not fun. That was, like, the lamest explanation that I could have come up with, but I think it gets the point across. But here you can see where I was trying to actually, like, glue this thing down, and Mod Podge did not want to seal it, so then I just got frustrated, and eventually I moved on. Hot glue definitely would have been a little bit better, if not messier. Of course, messy. I'm only a mess. And I do, I've had this little, like, line of string pearl things for a long time, and I feel like just, I don't know, within the last year or two, I started actually using it. But I've had it for a long time before that. This is why we hoard, people. The Mod Podge actually glued this on a lot easier, even though it was sensitive, and I knocked part of it off a time or two, and that was frustrating. And I was actually going to do some pearls on that last one too, but again, I just kind of gave up with the gluing. I just wanted to do some basic, quick, simple, easy, and be done with it. There's always the option I can go back and add more if I want in the future, but will I do that? I don't know. Part of me wants to, part of me just wants to keep moving on, so we'll see. Maybe. I just need some more distance between me and the technical finishing of this project. I'm not going to hold myself either way, but, the moss is at least a little bit of a finishing touch. It helped a bit, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Did I ruin it? Did I make it better? If I added more to it, would I have ruined it? Would that have been too much? I think a little bit of moss on, like, the stones or the walls or something would have definitely given it some more life and some more uniqueness from the original, but let me know what you think down below. What you like, what you don't like, what you would have done different, or if I should have just left this one as it was. Until next time, bye-bye!